Hello everybody, Arabic Witch here, and today I'm going to be talking about the fundamentals of writing your own spell. Now I've been wanting to do this video actually for a while, and I just never got around to it because I've been fucking slacking. And speaking of which, shout out to my girl Bagamon Moon. Thank you so much for shouting me out. I got mad subbies, new subbies from your shout out, and I really appreciate every single one of you guys. I really appreciate Vagabond Moon for shouting me out. That was so sweet. She's awesome. Thank you guys for subbing to my channel. I hope I don't disappoint. I really appreciate you. Oh, and when I hit 333 subs, I'm going to be doing a drawing where I'll be doing a giveaway, and I'm going to hook you guys the fuck up. So I hope you guys, enter. So I know it's so unattractive, but hey. Speaking of attractive, my beauty spell kicks ass. I mean, shit. Just look at some of my old videos and look at me right now. I mean, not to be conceited, but fuck. I'm looking fly. But anyway, I'm not this cocky. It's just, I tell you guys, you have to fucking love yourself. If you don't love you, ain't nobody gonna love you. And I wanted to also, speaking of which too, I wanted to show you this. Look at this motherfucking candle, boy. This shit is terrible. And you see those 4 marks right there? That tells me there's 4 motherfuckers out there that don't motherfucking like me. You see all that negative energy sent my way? Now, that doesn't mean somebody proactively sent it to you. In my, when I do my protection, I build into my spell kind of like an addendum. Like, okay, for example, if somebody proactively sends me a fucking hex or curse, that shit's coming right back up your motherfucking ass. But I also know people are human, and by nature, if somebody doesn't like you, they think negative thoughts about you, they speak negatively about you, that's sending you negative energy. So I wouldn't take that negative energy and shove it up their ass because it's not intentionally sending me harm. However, those who intentionally send me harm, bend the fuck over, okay? I'm very, very well protected. As you can see, Hecate nipped that shit right in the motherfucking bud because it started burning clear. If it burns down all the way black, all the way to the very end, then do some more cleansing. But my goddess has my back. My spirit guides have my back. My ancestors definitely have my fucking back. Don't fuck with me. But not intentionally anyway. It's kind of hard for some of you not to hate me because you're just fucking haters. How could you not hate me? Shit. But, and especially those YouTube witches, my friends, those of us on YouTube, we gotta be careful because you got those motherfuckers. They'll never sub to you, but they sit and watch your fucking videos, every single one. They'll watch every single fucking video just to fucking thumbs down you, just because they're so fucking jealous, just because they wish they could be like you. So you have to protect yourselves. These little hating ass, pussy ass bitches will sit there and fucking just them watching you with their negativity is just bad. So protect yourselves, witches. That's all I'm going to say. Now, I feel like, the way I put together a spell fucking works. And like I said, and sorry if I repeat myself. This is my 3rd time fucking shooting this thing. Rocco kept acting up, so I might have said something in a previous take, and I'm not sure if I said it in this one, so I might repeat myself. So anyway, yeah, I'm fucking a pretty powerful fucking witch. In the last year, every spell that I've done is coming to fruition, and I have a couple of YouTube witches that will definitely attest to that. So I think the way I put together a spell works. Now, people are going to say, well, what about your ancestry? I mean, it doesn't hurt that you're Palestinian, your family's from Nazareth and Bethlehem and Jerusalem. I mean, your ancestry is pretty fucking powerful, which is true. My ancestry is pretty fucking powerful. But I don't think you have to necessarily have powerful ancestry to be a powerful witch. I think it does help. Definitely helps. I mean, if you're blessed and born with that ancestry, I definitely think it has an effect on your magic. But if you're not, if you don't, or if you don't know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not a powerful witch. I think it's all in, if you believe in your magic, believe in your energy and how you manipulate the energy and how you how bad do you want it? I feel like that, has definitely effect. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I don't even, there's been times where I just talked to somebody about doing a spell for them, something they wanted, and just that energy I put into thinking about how I'm gonna do it, I didn't even get a chance to fucking do it yet, and it manifested. I mean, that's happened to me quite a few fucking times. So, I mean, now, this is basically what I do when all my spells that you see me perform on YouTube, I wrote myself for the most part. There's a couple that I got off other witches, and I let you guys know which ones they are. Actually, I think I only did one on here that I got from White Raven, which was the repossession spell, but all the other spells, they're my spells. So, what you're going to do when you're trying to, create your own spell, the first thing you need is a symbol, something to represent what it is that you're asking for, okay? So, for example, let's say love spell. You're going to want, if it's a specific person that you're working on, so like say you're trying to strengthen a marriage, you're going to want a picture of your husband or your wife. Or you could even just do name and birthday. Or if you're asking for just a certain kind of man or woman or a specific relationship, you would have a petition. Write out exactly what it is that you want in the petition. Okay, so symbolism. Symbolize something that whatever it is you want. Now, the second thing I use is color. Okay, I feel like color magic is very fucking powerful. So, again, with the love spell example, red or pink, something that represents love to you. Okay, doesn't have to be, if purple represents love to you, fucking use purple. Okay, so color, and so you're going to want to incorporate that in some way, shape, or form. The color of a candle, color of a hanker, if you're making a satchel, the color of the satchel. Incorporate color even in crystals. You can incorporate color in crystals. So color, okay? The third thing is it's going to represent, so you already have representing what you want. You have the color. Now you're going to want something to represent you. So put your name, carve your name in the candle, or write your name on the candle. You could put it on the petition. You could use a piece of your hair, whatever, something to represent you. Okay? Now, again, if you're doing a spell for a person, you're going to want to represent that person. Okay? So, you're also going to want a connection to what it is you're asking for. So, for example, with the love spell, you're asking for a specific person. If you can get a hold of their hair or their nails or their spit or their semen, whatever, that's perfect. Also, in hoodoo, footprints. Okay, somebody's footprint is said to be one of the most powerful things you can get. So if you're trying to get a lover and it's a specific person, they step in a pile of dirt in front of your house, get their fucking footprint. That's probably one of the best things that you can get next to blood or semen. So, okay, something to connect you to what it is you're asking for. So, like, if you're doing a money spell, you're going to want some money, coins, a bill, something to represent, even a paycheck, a lotto ticket, winning lotto ticket, something like that. Like a winning scratch off, something like that. Okay, so now I also work with the moon cycles, as you guys all know. So, for example, for those of you who don't know, between the new moon and the full moon is great to bring in prosperity, bring in things, bring in love, bring stuff in. Okay? The waning moon is good to release things, get rid of things, banishings, reversals, healing spells, great during the waning moon, road openers, things like that. Now, that's not to say that if you need something and it's in the opposite cycle that you can't do the spell, then you can either do a moon glyph, okay, and just put the symbol of the moon glyph of, like if you needed a full moon energy and it's a waning moon, you put a full moon glyph, like on the candle. You can draw it on a piece of paper and put it, somewhere next to the spell. Oh, and also with the symbolism part, you could also use tarot cards to symbolize I use tarot cards a lot in my spell work. So, for example, if you're doing something for prosperity, you might use the Nine of Coins, symbolize material wealth. Or if you're doing a love spell, you could do the Lover's card, or Two of Cups or something like that. So, I'm a little stoned, guys. Don't mind me. So yeah, I fucking totally lost my train of thought. What was I saying before that? I need to stop smoking so much fucking weed. Okay, so we covered the symbolism part. We covered I was talking about the moon glyphs. Okay, so not to say if you need something and the moon isn't right, you can't work with that. You can use moon glyphs. You could use incense, like there's a full moon incense. Somebody told me about that. I believe it was Laura told me about that. But there's an incense called full moon. You could burn that during a waning moon if you need a full moon energy to do some moon magic. Days of the week. I like to work, if I could use the right day of the week and the right moon cycle, that's all the better. For example, Mondays and Wednesdays are pretty much good for anything. Tuesdays and Saturdays are good for reversals and banishings. Thursday is good for money. Friday, I feel, is good for money. Friday is also good for love spells. And Sunday is good for healing. So, if you could use the right day of the week, the right color, and the right moon cycle, you're bomb. And if you want to throw in a moon glyph, even when the moon is right, if you have a full moon and you use a full moon glyph, that's all the better. So you're going to want to represent yourself. You want to use, appropriate color. You want to try to use if you work with the days of the week and the moon. If you don't do it. I'm just saying what I do. Use the right day of the week and the right moon cycle. If not, use the appropriate moon glyph or something to bring in, harness that energy. Your deities. If you work with any deities, please make sure you leave them offerings. I like to make sure that they at least have a candle lit and maybe, some cookies or whatever. They always have fresh water. They always have, fresh water and a candle is something I always try to keep for them at all times. But I give Hecate raw eggs and garlic. I put, crackers. I even got Hecate's special poppy seed cranberry cookies because poppy seeds are sacred to her. She dandelions. Leave them a little something even before I do the spell. And I never even asked them specifically. I work with the saints and I ask them specifically to help me with things and the archangels. But my goddess, I never ask her to really do anything for me. Just protection, really. She chooses to empower my spell work. But I never actually ask her to. But I always, because I know they choose to help me, I always choose to just leave them an offering. And now, when it goes to casting the spell, what I like to do is when I light my candle or whatever it is I'm doing, I focus, I think about my intention, I visualize it, I speak it, and then I move a muscle, as you guys have seen in my other video. So visualize, speak, move a muscle, then sit and meditate and picture what it is that you want. I feel like that's very crucial in casting a spell. Don't just light it and then walk away. At least put a few minutes of energy into it. But, yeah, so that's it. Man, I have to say, I'm very happy with my beauty spell. Shit. Anyway, you guys should definitely try that shit out. I'm feeling fabulous. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope I didn't leave anything out. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment me. I'm also going to leave my email. I'll leave it in the drop down box below. If you guys have any suggestions, anything you guys want to see, hit me up. Thanks again, all my new subbies. And to Vagabond Moon for shouting me out. And again, 333 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and I hope you guys enter. And I love you guys, love and light, toodles, and fuck you haters. Love you guys, toodles.